I thought we learned a lot today. I thought it definitely showed that Elijah hadn't practiced in 27 practices. He had 5 practices with us, so I thought we were a little rusty playing together. Um, I thought Tim Williams really had a really good second half, and I thought Sam Logwood played probably his best game that he has as a Lobo. You got to give Idaho State credit. They came in, they competed very hard. They got a nice team. Coach Evans was Coach of the Year in the league. All in all, I thought our guys did a good job in the second half amidst all the breaks in action and all that. I thought Jordan Hunter played a very sound game, didn't shoot the ball very well, but ran the show, had a tough task defensively. Telfair is an excellent college guard. So we'll be able to learn some things from this. We got a quick turnaround on Monday. I thought we were very productive in the second half, not so productive. I think that zone made us stand around. We didn't move the ball very well. And then once I thought our initial play was ran, we just didn't play out of it. We stood a lot, and that's our big guys. That's why we weren't able to get them touches. So we'll continue to work. We got a game on Monday, so we'll try to go forward from here.
You guys did shoot 62% in the second half, 33 in the first, and you kind of touched on the zone. What specifically did you tell them at halftime that you guys were redoing something different in the second half?
Well, I just think we put guys in different places. I don't think we were running – I just think when we were running plays and trying to plays that we did that were successful for it before and teams we've played, I think that once it didn't work and we didn't get a shot, I thought that we just kind of stood. We were stagnant. I thought in the second half I put them in positions where we could take advantage of a 2-on-1 or a mismatch or get it into the post. Really just kind of put guys in places. I didn't really run a lot of offense. I just put guys in certain situations. Sam got he got 2 dunks out of 2 plays that we'd worked on. And then we got Tim Williams some touches, Connor some touches. So all in all, I thought we were kind of caught back like we were at Eastern New Mexico. I thought they were just going to come out and thought they were just going to run away with this one, but that's a good team. They're a competitive team. They're an aggressive team, and they have 2 really good guards, and they got some good parts. So all in all, that was a good win. That was a tough opening night. It's probably one of the better teams we've played on opening night since I've been here. So, like I said, Coach Evans does a great job, and I knew that was going to be a tough task because of their backcourt.
It seemed like Sam was a little bit more assertive tonight. Is that the kind of Sam Logwood we can expect all year?
Well, I think his birthday's coming up tomorrow, and his family's all in town, so maybe I can convince him to stay in town for a couple weeks or a month. But I think that's what we need out of Sam. I thought he was a little tentative in the first half. I told him just to go play the game, just go, be free, and I think he did that. I thought we were able to get him going with a couple of those dunks. But guys and ladies, you guys know we're not as efficient offensively when we're taking the ball out of the net. When they shot 50% in the first half, I think that really hurt us, and I didn't think that got our transition game going. But we had some nice defensive stretches in the second half that got us going, and I think we got Sam out in transition, and he made some very nice plays. He almost made the identical play, the steal and the left-hand layup that he did against Nevada in the tournament. We just couldn't get a stop to end it. So I thought he played extremely well for him. But we need games like that from Sam.
Is it obviously you get it in the opener, which is a good start to the season from Sam. But when Tim, he played better in the second half, but Tim maybe struggled some in the first half, and Elijah, as you said, wasn't looking his normal self. I mean, is it good that you had the third player step up so early in the season?
Yeah, I would have liked to play. Those guys were right at the minutes I wanted them at. I thought some guys stood up, and I'm glad that third player stepped up. But, I mean, we're talking about Tim Williams not having a very good first half, and he still ended up with 18 and 11. So it's one of those things. It's, we got to get more production. I thought Damian Jefferson hit a big shot for us in the second half to get us going. And Tone, he hit a big one in the first half, a 4-point play. So, I didn't get him any minutes in the second half, but I kind of went with we were on a pretty good run.
I know you say you don't mind missing three-pointers if they're in the offense, if they're good shots.
Right.
You guys went 3 for 16. Roughly how many of those were good shots?
I'd have to look at the tape. I really would have to look at the tape. I think I thought we had some good ones. I thought we took some quick ones early. I talked to him before we had the game, and I just said, guys, you'll be able to get whatever shot you want. You have to move the ball and get great shots. I thought, we had some jitters the first 4 minutes. I thought that they took some quick ones. We didn't get the ball inside. Then that kind of made our big man stagnant in the first half. So, we were able to make get some drives to the basket, but hopefully we'll shoot the ball better.
How do you feel your team responded to the delays, the texts, and the chippiness tonight?
I thought they were pretty good. I just like how my guys fight. They stand up for one another. I mean, they're not going to back down from anybody. I think it got a little bit. It takes a little bit time to sort through all that stuff. So, those were 2 pretty long delays for us, but there was a lot of action on both plays. So, I thought they handled it pretty well. I think they have to have a little bit more poise. I think they have to have a little bit more patience. But as far as standing up for one another and fighting and playing, and I thought they did a nice job.
Did you do anything second half defensively to get them off the 3-point line?
Well, I just think we've been, we talked about playing how much zone we've played. I thought we played more possessions of man in the second half. We tried to change it up coming out of timeouts or free throws. We didn't press as much as we had talked about. We showed them some different looks, but you're playing with a kid that shot 25 shots or however many shots he shot, and he's a dynamic player and he's a good player. So it's kind of tough when you're doing that. But all in all, I thought we did a nice job in the second half, man-to-man defense, which we're going to have to hang our hat on if we're going to be highly successful.
Is there anything more you can say about Dane's status?
But he's probably just day-to-day as far as I don't think he'll play Monday. I think he'll be coming back. I think all the tests have been negative. So we really don't know what it is. I just think, it's just one of those things. It could have been a reaction to a flu shot. He could have just got a virus. He just had a lot of fatigue and was not feeling well. So we really don't know what it is. And you know me, I like to look that stuff on WebMD and try to act like I'm a doctor sometimes. But I don't. That's all I got for you.
Point guard with, we started point guard this year.
Mm-hmm.
Turned in 8-2. Just what are your thoughts on that? He had some really nice.
Yeah, he played well. I mean, I thought he was pretty good, but I think the toughest part of his game was having to defend every possession with Telfair. I think that took a little bit out of him on his shooting. But if, you play against zone, you're not going to have that many turnovers. So, hopefully we'll see that and continue to see that against man-to-man teams. But all in all, I thought he did a really good job. I thought we were going to get to see Jalen Harris a lot tonight. I was probably going to split the minutes, but he got in foul trouble, and I think he's learning the game as far as how they're going to be calling it. He got 4 pretty quick fouls and not very much time.
Do you think Elijah missing the preseason had any impact on the flow of the offense, or just the flow of the
that's what I talked about earlier. I just think that it hurt our team. I think we couldn't get in a flow. I'm not saying it hurt our team in the sense that was a problem where we got off to a poor start. I just think continuity, playing together, trying to get back in timing-wise. I thought he did a good job. I thought he played hard, but I thought the second half we kind of got better in a rhythm. We were getting better shots, but I think it had an effect on the team. I think it did, not in a negative way, just in a rhythm way, in a playing together way. And having him out there and timing and all that, I think that definitely played a little bit of a part. But you got to give them credit. I thought they played hard.
What's the biggest thing you want to see on Monday night?
I want to see improvement. I liked our defense in the second half. We held them to 32 points. I didn't like in the first half where we let them shoot 50% and scored 38. I think that's what they scored, 38. So, if we can keep them under 65, I want to see how much intensity, how much focus they're going to have on defense, because that's where we've struggled the last 2 years. And to be honest with you, we really didn't struggle 2 years ago. Hugh's senior year, we held people to 60 points. 62 points, but we could only score 60, so it was a little different deal. We were able to guard them, but we just couldn't score the ball. So this team's going to have to learn to get stops and get stops in consecutive things, so that's one thing I'll be looking at. I'd like to see a little bit more crisper ball movement. I think we hold the ball too much, we dribble it too much, and we got to get some ball reversals, and it all is going to be with our post touches. our guards are only going to succeed if we get post touches and kind of play inside out. So that's what I'll look for on Monday.
Getting back to Elijah real quick, how's any issues?
He seems fine. Seems really good. I mean, I'm sure he's a little winded, a little out of game shape, but you know, he's worked extremely hard, and I don't think he has any problems with his leg, at least that I'm not aware of. I think he's just got to continue to take care of it, and we just got to watch his minutes. But we were right on where I wanted him minutes-wise. You know, I like to play him and Tim 30. I was right on that one. So, you know, it's one of those things that the rotational shrink. I think I played, how many did I play tonight? 2, 4, 6. Played 11. That's a lot, but it's like I said in my press conference, you know, I might be able to throw Anthony Mathis in there if I need to make a shot, and he did that. And he's, you know, we had 11 guys tonight that did some good things, and, you know, we might change that rotation, but right now we were able to play 11. We didn't get any foul trouble.
I'm sorry, Joe not playing, does that leave the possibility of a red shirt for him?
Joe Furstinger? No. I'm sorry, I meant to say it on my radio. I didn't get to tell you guys. I'm trying to be as transparent as I can. You know, I had meetings. I talked to several players, and basically it was the decision that they're all going to play. But it's a coach's decision to make them known that, you know, what I see, what can happen, where we're going to go, and if they decide to play, I don't want any down attitudes or detriment to the team just because I had those conversations, if that makes sense. I had some very honest conversations. I think that's what my responsibility is, to tell them how I feel and what the truth is, but they made the decision. They all, you know, they wanted to play, so they're all suited up, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys that at the press conference, but I kind of said that I was going to talk about it, but on my pregame I kind of said that nobody was going to redshirt.
Anything else?
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. You guys have a good night. I forgot about that. You know, there's a. I'm just going to be real. This is going to be kind of off the cuff, and I'll probably get in trouble. I'll probably get in trouble for this. One reason why I do this game, and I've put a lot of thought into this. You know, there's a lot of change going on in our country, and the biggest thing that I do this game is I think there's a lot of inequality, there's a lot of injustice from a lot of groups. And I think the veterans are one of them. I don't think we've taken care of them after what they've done, and that's one reason why I do it. I think women in sports is another one, especially in college sports. The minority situation is definitely is one of them, but I think we got to do more, and my responsibility here as a coach, I can do more. And that's one reason why I do it. I think we got to honor our veterans for our freedom and what we do. And it's important to me because I got a son that's going to go, he's going to be in it. And, you know, I want them respected. And I'll tell you a little story, and I didn't want to get off tangent here, but I got emails my first year as a coach because I used to say the word battle and war and stuff like that. And I didn't know anything about it because I've never been in a battle and I've never been in a war. So I've been kind of sympathetic to that and not used those words. But I also make my guys stand at attention in the national anthem when, you know, years before. It's kind of a funny story because Cam and Hugh would kind of walk, you know, they'd be moving around. They're from Australia, so the anthem is a little bit different to them. So I've gotten emails, and I really respect what the veterans have done, and I think that as much as we can do, the Wounded Warriors, anything we can do on campus with the military, I think it's very, very important because, you know, it is time for change. It is time for us to stand up for some things, and that's one reason why I do it. Is that fair? Thanks.